does that even mean, Bauer's Game Corner?
Do I do the ahoy? Do you want to do the ahoy?
Why don't we just don't do it?
Don't do the ahoy! You have to do the ahoy!
Hey, guys.
Oh my gosh. Ahoy!
Back again for more of top 100 games of all time. We're now on to numbers 90 through 81 with my good friend Brandon.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about some good games. Before we do that, I'm going to talk about one game that is not on the list and why. That game is Amerigo from Stefan Feld. I just tried this game actually for the first time a couple months ago. Holy moly, it set my brain on fire. It's got a really cool cube tower. It's one of those games that I think would crack my list if I played it more, if I owned it. So hopefully I will get it eventually and play it some more. But really enjoyed that one.
It's the cube tower where you have like a dice tower and there's like levels and you drop cubes in and you do stuff based on where the cubes are? Is that what it is?
You drop the cubes in and then some cubes fall out.
Ah, yes, okay.
And so even though you might drop in 6 blue cubes, if there's a bunch in there, you might only get 2 back. And...
I've wanted to try something like that.
Really cool.
I haven't had the opportunity. That sounds awesome.
All right. So, starting at number 90, Spiel des Jahres nominee King Domino from Blue Orange Games. Really enjoy this one. Super simple, 15 minutes, 2 to 4 players. And you're going to be building a grid. I believe it's a 5x5 grid, and you're going to be trying to gain points. It's incredibly simplistic. It's just, which tile do I want? But when you pick a tile, it also picks your turn order for the next round. So the more lucrative tiles are going to make you go last, whereas the cheaper tiles are going to make you go first. That's really the whole game. You can teach this thing in about 2, 3, 4 minutes.
It says 8 and up, so I mean it's got kids.
Yeah, great family game, great lightweight filler game, great couple game, great gateway game.
Cool.
This is one that's going to be on my shelf for a very long time, and it's nominated for the Spiel des Jahres. Kidder Spiel is one of the Spiels.
Something
and
Spiel.
I wouldn't be surprised if it won. Great game, King Domino.
Big fan of Blue Orange. I like they've done some really good stuff.
I am excited
like them.
as well.
All right, we'll put that over to the side.
All right, the next one that will probably not be on this list next time I make it. Make me real about that. That is Trains from AEG. Don't want to tip the game too far, else the cards will fall out. This is what I wanted Dominion to be, and I still love Dominion. And this is a deck builder. Have you played Trains?
I've not. I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's a deck builder, but it also has some route connections where you're going to be trying to go to various different cities to score extra points. And the deck building aspect, it is just 100% pure Dominion with some other things mixed in there pretty much. Like there's some pollution cards and whatnot. It's a very tight, very fun game. I like it a lot. I think there's one card that might be broken in this deck, which is unfortunate. But unfortunately, they kind of just gave up on this game. They released one big box expansion. I guess it wasn't selling well enough.
And they just said, forget it.
Well, they actually did another expansion, but they did it in a Planes, Trains, Automobiles repack. So if I wanted to get that expansion, I would have to buy...
all 3?
Yeah. Which is...
That's not smart.
Stupid.
Come on,
so
AG.
dumb. But I still like this game a lot. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this game for the time being, but I definitely do see it slipping off my top 100, especially because two new deck building games have flown into my top 100, but we'll talk about those later. So Trains, AEG, my number 89.
Some foreshadowing there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super excited.
Number...
You were past Trains.
88, yeah, that's 89, 88, that's how numbers work, is another one from Mayday Games. One that I'm not sure if it's even out yet in America, even though I've had this for like a year and a half now. That is Hide.
And what does Hide stand for us?
Hidden Identity Dice Espionage. This is from Dive Dice. This is from Mayday Games, 3 to 5 players. And in Hide, this is all I want out of a spy movie game. I mean, you're playing as spies, and you're trying to assassinate other spies by guessing what the hidden dice they have is in front of them. But the thing is, when you guess someone else's dice, you have to give up valuable information about yourself. Mm-hmm. So it's like this little cat and mouse.
Colors and rolls, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And then there's different aspects of trying to predict where other people are going to go, because they have a little bit of information on it. Like they'll have one particular assignment they're going to go on that will be slightly easier, and it's like, well, that would be a lucrative assignment, so I think they might be going there. But at the same time, there's like this little bluffing aspect. Mm-hmm. It does a lot of little things very well, I think. Really enjoy this one, especially at 4 and 5 players. 3 players, okay. You got like a little dummy thing going on. But really enjoy Hide. Can't wait to see it get released.
It was a good game. I enjoyed this when we played it.
Yep. He approves.
I like that one.
Number 87, I have one of my favorite family games of all time, one of my favorite icebreaker games of all time, a game that should be on everybody's shelf as long as you have social interaction, in my personal opinion. That is In a Bind by Bez. And I am shocked this game does not get more love. It was kickstarted. It was a small little print run.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a second print run since then. And this game is ridiculously simple. Have you played this?
I have not. However, I got it in your the promo pack for our Bowers Game Corner Kickstarter.
Yeah, coming a couple months from now. Probably 1 month from now.
You're welcome.
But In a Bind is stupid simple. You're going to shovel up these cards. Everyone's going to take a turn drawing these cards, and it'll say something like, stick your finger in your armpit. Like, okay, there you go. And that's your entire turn. But then when it comes back around to you, it'll say upper lip or upper teeth exposed. So now you have to keep your finger in your armpit.
And do that.
And I go, yeah. And it'll say, like,
So
left
it's just-
hand on top of your head. And you'll be like, okay. And then you're like, oh, this is going to be really difficult to draw cards. So then you got
Oh, you have to draw a card after doing all of that.
people get into this game. Non-gamers get into this game. I take this to every youth retreat I go to, and especially the ones with families. They love this game. Everybody can play it. Lots of fun. In a Bind. Just one of the best party games out there. One of the best family games out there. One of the best portable mini games out there. Highly recommend it. You check this one out. In a Bind. Great for drinking, too.
All right. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
not,
absolutely.
Not drink
Well,
with
I mean,
drinking. Don't drink the cards.
I mean, you can.
Well, I'm not going to boss you
Right.
around.
I mean, you're not their dad. You're not the internet's
Well,
dad.
There's a chance. All right, so moving on to number 86, a game that has fallen very, very far, but that's because I used to lump it with its better big brother, at least in my personal opinion, and that is King of New York from Yellow. Richard Garfield design, the sequel to the immensely popular King of Tokyo, and I think it's better for gamers. I think King of New York has more different aspects. Have you played King of New York?
I've played this once. I've played King of Tokyo tons of times.
Which did you prefer?
Tokyo.
Okay.
I was not a big fan of how they did it. I didn't think it was different enough from King of Tokyo. I know they have like the little things on the board where you're like, oh, it might be 2 points, it might be 1 point or whatever. And I didn't care for it.
Yeah, the longer you stay in Tokyo, your rewards kind of get bumped up. Plus,
Or
there's
New York.
Oh, yeah.
We're in New York.
Whatever. Not to mention, there's like this aspect where you can kill army units, which I found very thematic, and I did like all the different tweaks to the game. And I mean, it's in my top 100, so obviously I really do enjoy the game. But I still think King of Tokyo is better, and I
Yeah.
still think in 10
Way
years
better.
from now, when I have less shelf space, this is gonna go, and King of Tokyo is.
I would agree. I would agree that Tokyo sticks around, New York doesn't.
And I think it's mostly just because it's way easier to teach too. Like that's one of the big things.
Agreed. You can be like, roll dice. We'll talk about King of Tokyo later. I'm assuming it's on this list.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm
Spoilers.
assuming. I could be wrong, Internet. It's fine.
All right, number 86, King of New York. Number 85, Lord of the Rings, The Duel. It's currently up at the lake right
Imagine
now.
it.
It is on the Cosmos 2-player line series, and I think it is my favorite of the Cosmos 2-player line series. Really shocked it hasn't got more love. It's a very simple tug of rope back and forth game where you're going to be playing down these cards, and they'll say, you have 2 dots over here and 4 dots over there, and so that's the cards you play are going to be both your attack and your defense. And you're just going to be playing enemy card, your card, enemy card, your card. There's also some special cards mixed in, which I really like. And one of my favorite aspects about the game is you're going to be drawing, I think it's 9 cards during each turn, and you have to keep 3 cards for the final round of the game. So you want to make sure you're keeping great cards for the final round of the game, but at the same time, you don't want to handicap yourself during the first few rounds.
So a little bit of balance.
Yes, I really enjoyed this game. It was actually one of the first games that I got in the hobby, and it's one of those games that has stuck around, and I still really highly enjoy. That is Lord of the Rings: The Duel. Somebody needs to redo this without the Lord of the Rings theme, because I imagine that's a lot harder to print with that.
Wow.
But
IPs.
really great game. Lord of the Rings: The Duel. Moving on to number 84 and something completely different. Mars Attacks 10-minute takedown. Have you played this before?
No, I've not.
Oh my goodness. I love Mars Attack 10-minute takedown, and I found myself really loving flicking games in the last
Oh, yeah. We've played a few in the past couple months.
Yeah, this is really simple. You're going to be flicking your little Mars Attack spaceship, trying to get it on various different planets. If you can get it on various different planets, then you will score points, and then you'll go back to your spaceship, and that's about it. You're going to be trying... But it's so simple. It's got a really cool scoring thing, and I really enjoy this game. It gets played probably about once a month. My son really enjoys it as well, so it's going to get played even more. Great family game.
That was Steve Jackson, too.
Lightweight filler game. Yeah, Mars Attack 10-minute takedown. Highly recommend you go check this one out. Plus, I think it's like $10-15. It's a cheap game. Probably because the box is crap, but still, great game. All right. Moving on to number 83, another game. If you have family, this is an essential one. If you got kids, get this game. End of discussion. That is Cardline Animals from...
Asmodee.
Asmodee. Yeah, of course from Asmodee. But they got everything.
Asmodee.
Cardline Animals is super simple. You're going to get these cards, and have you ever played Timeline?
I have not. I've seen it.
All right. This is Timeline, but in my opinion, it's better because it's 3 games in one. So on each animal, you are going to have how long the animal is, how much the animal weighs, and how long the animal lives. And essentially, it's just going to be, all right, this golden eagle lives 25 years. Do you think the gorilla lives less or more?
More.
More? You're correct. He lives 40 years. So then the next person goes, where does the Komodo dragon fit in? Less than the eagle, in between the eagle and the gorilla, or on the other side of the gorilla?
Okay.
But what I love about this game is it has the 3 different game modes. You can play length, you can play weight, you can play age of living.
Seems simple.
And I really hope they come out with more expansions for this because it is an outstanding family game. Highly recommend it. Cardline Animals. If you have kids, get this.
I was going to say, it feels like that would be good for... I mean, it's educational. You learn stuff.
Also, gateway game, too. It's a really
Absolutely, yeah. Like, hey, these are board games, and this is what you do, and it's easy.
All right. Not a great family game. I have God Hates Charisse. Now, I only have this expansion because, man, you know what? I'm going to air a grievance right now.
The airing of grievances. It's not even the day.
I did the Kickstarter video for them, and all I asked them for was, hey, can I get a copy of the game when it's done?
Sure.
Because I really enjoy the game. And in God Hates Charades, you are going to have 2 cards, and I'm not going to read any of the cards. I haven't even opened the expansion because I don't have the base game.
Well, never mind then.
But it'll say, like, Charlie Sheen doing something inappropriate. So then you have to act out Charlie Sheen doing something. And the cards, the combination, so it might be like Rambo getting, a colonoscopy or something like that. So you have to, like, try and tell other people the character and what they're doing, and it just elicits so many insanely funny moments. Like, this game is, without a doubt, one of...
How is this a grievance? I'm confused.
Oh, because here's the thing. They never sent me a base copy of the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, whatever. So I met him up at Gen Con, did an interview, and I was like, hey, you think I can get a base copy of the game? I never got it. Like, oh, yeah, we'll send it out to you. And they never did that. And then they sent me this expansion. And they emailed me, like, hey, you want to review the expansion? I was like, yeah, I don't have a base copy of the game. You got to send me a base copy of the game. See what they did? They sent me just the expansion.
Why does this say ages 17 plus? That's what I want to know. That's my question.
Because it's incredibly wildly inappropriate.
Okay.
Getting a colostomy is like one of the most appropriate things in there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So there's probably
age is 18 plus, but it is a fantastic, funny party game if you have the kind of crowd that doesn't mind that sort of humor, is up to date on pop culture and who the people are, and is willing to get up there and act foolish, because you will be acting foolish. But
Got it.
Love that game. A lot of fun. Maybe one day I'll own it. God Hates Charades.
Maybe they'll send it to him.
So,
Maybe.
Number 81 from Dr. Finn's Games, Cosmic Run. And I got to give a shout out to Dr. Finn's Games. I think this is the only game on the list, but pretty much all the games I've played of his are solid. They're very solid games. He makes some really good games. You played Cosmic Run?
No, I've not.
It is a dice rolling game where you are going to be trying to get to the top of various different planets. You're also going to be acquiring special abilities. So it's just your typical balance. How many special abilities do I want to get while other people are kind of winning the race? Because then I'm going to be able to catch up. I like the dice rolling. It's got this cool asteroid system where asteroids are going to come crashing down on the various different planets that you're trying to get to. Really love this game. Plays well solo, plays well cooperative, plays well competitive. Just jack of all trades. Cosmic Run, very solid game. Really like this one an awful lot. Better than Biblios Dice, in my personal opinion, even though I really do like Biblios Dice, even though those two share some similarities. So Cosmic Run, Dr. Finn's Games. Definitely, if you're new to Dr. Finn's Games, this is probably my favorite one to check out, even though I have not played Biblios. So, those are numbers 90 through 81. Let me know what you think about them in the comments below. Let me know if I missed one, or, well, obviously, you can't.
I mean,
let me
there's
know
a whole list.
Let me know if I'm an idiot.
You can let him know if he's an idiot. That's fine.
But
just say I'm an idiot.
As always, thanks for your time, YouTube.